Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Virgo September 8, 2024. Avoid jumping to conclusions or resorting to tactics to get your way today, which can be a tendency with the Sun and Pluto in a minor challenging aspect. It's a clue that tense undercurrents are brewing with others. Aim to get more information before making important decisions. A feeling of being blocked or inhibited is likely to pass quickly, after which life doesn't seem quite as serious. Defensiveness can be your worst enemy. While it would be lovely if others could intuit that you need their support, this may only happen right now by stating your needs. Ideally, you learn much by taking on an observer's role. Also today, there can be a scattered feeling on a mental level. While distractions are likely, and ideas can be raw, they can be worth a second look. You may want nothing more than to become absorbed in an exciting project or pursuit. Run and hide. Drama could be lurking around the corner. This is especially true because frustration is here, and the planets are pointing directly at you. Mental Mercury, our cosmic messenger planet, has been sizzling and soaring through your solar house of home, family, and real estate. He will throw shade over to electric Uranus, now shaking it up in your solar house of identity. This means you could feel suddenly provoked or prodded by bad news that leaves you and a partner on edge. The news could manifest in a way that shakes both of you. Breathe through it. You might be the talk of the town today. It could be surprising to hear your name come up in conversation when the moon in Libra sextiles Mercury in Leo. Maintaining balance in your work life is not easy. You could have juggled several responsibilities, managing multiple personalities, and keeping the peace at work. It is a tough job in itself. Thankfully, you may hear through word of mouth that your colleagues appreciate your contribution and energy at your job. Kind words about your disposition, social awareness, and harmonious energy will come up. The transit of the day will have you waking up and smelling the coffee. It's all about discarding the old and outdated and bringing in the new. This might be your first inkling that you'll want to seriously clean out your closets and living space. Think about it. It's easier to bring in the new if there is space to do so. Consider the metaphor of breathing. Each exhale is a mini cleanse, so make it long and vigorous, then replenish with fresh air. Today you should meet someone, or be in union or collaboration. But if the situation isn't conducive for this, a breakup which is related to your past could be in the air. In reality, everything will depend on your situation. If it is good, it will only be better. If it is bad, you could be the person who makes things deteriorate. Be careful, despite everything, to preserve those close to you from a possible crisis. Ahead of the moon's return to your relationship sector tomorrow and its friendly aspect with the planets in your friendship sector as it moves through, Mars is preparing on the sidelines as he settles into his first full day in your communication sector. This marks the beginning of a 3-month effort to break down communication barriers. With the moon set to bring Mars into play, some important days for building friendships and relationships lie ahead, promising a positive start. Meanwhile, today's focus shifts to income and job opportunities where favorable conditions prevail. While the moon's return to your relationship sector tomorrow will benefit from Mars' return to your communication sector yesterday, it will also be the first chance to introduce the communication and relationship gods, who will be working closely over the coming months. For now, this is day 1 of Mars' new war on communication barriers. Our eyes in the sky. Let's take a moment to reflect on the relationships in our lives. Do any of them need a little extra care? It's so easy to get caught up in the whirlwind of daily responsibilities, and before we know it, we might unintentionally overlook the people who matter most to us. Today, the stars are urging you to slow down and think about how you can nurture those important connections. Maybe it's as simple as sending a thoughtful text to a friend you haven't spoken to in a while, or perhaps it's time for that long overdue heart-to-heart with a loved one. Sometimes, it's the smallest gestures that leave the biggest impact, right? Have you ever had someone reach out to you at just the right moment, and it completely shifted your day for the better? You have the power to be that person today. Now, if you find yourself in a situation where tensions start to rise, resist the urge to be confrontational. It's understandably emotions can run high, and we might feel the need to defend our point of view strongly. But acting in a confrontational way usually doesn't lead to the outcomes we hope for. Instead, try approaching the situation with a bit of compassion and a willingness to listen. You might be surprised at how much more smoothly things can go when you lead with empathy. By choosing to respond with kindness, you not only strengthen your relationships but also invite more harmony into your life. Have you ever been in a moment where you could have argued but chose to listen instead? How did that work out for you? These moments can truly transform the way we connect with others. And let's not forget about your health. With so much going on, it's easy to let self-care slip through the cracks. But today is a gentle reminder to check in with yourself. How are you feeling physically, mentally, and emotionally? Taking care of your well-being is essential to maintaining the energy you need to handle all of life's demands. Maybe it's time to nourish your body with a healthy meal, or perhaps you need a quiet moment of meditation to recharge. Surround yourself with people who uplift and encourage you. When you're in the right company, even the toughest challenges feel more manageable. Have you ever noticed how much easier things seem when you have a solid support system? That vibrant, positive energy between you and those around you can help you push through obstacles and achieve success that lasts. Speaking of positive energy, your pleasant way of interacting with others is likely to bring some unexpected support your way. Sometimes, help comes from places you'd never expect, opening up opportunities you didn't see coming. Don't hesitate to share your concerns and ideas with those around you, especially about things that matter deeply to you. When you open up, you're planting the seeds for positive, long-lasting changes, not just for yourself, but for everyone involved. Have you ever shared something close to your heart and been amazed at how people responded? Today might just be one of those days. Creativity is in the air, too. You might feel the urge to create something beautiful, whether it's through art, fashion, or even just dedicating time to your own self-care. Maybe you've been feeling a little spark of inspiration lately, nudging you to try something new. Now is the perfect time to follow that creative instinct. Remember, beauty takes on so many forms. Some kinds of beauty are fleeting, but others can leave a lasting mark. Think back to a time when you created something meaningful. Did it bring you a sense of fulfillment and joy? Today, let yourself explore those creative impulses and see where they take you. Whether it's a small project or a big one, indulging in creativity can be incredibly satisfying. On the social front, you're naturally charming and enjoy connecting with others, but maybe there are one or two relationships that you've unintentionally let drift a little. This is the perfect time to reconnect. Whether it's a quick check-in or a deeper conversation, reaching out can strengthen those bonds and remind you of the importance of those connections. The stars are aligning to help you resolve any lingering disputes among family or friends, bringing a sense of agreement and unity that will have a calming effect on future interactions. Sometimes, all it takes is a simple gesture to show that you care. Have you ever been the one to break the ice in a situation, and it ended up bringing everyone closer? Those moments can be incredibly rewarding.